Welcome to my episode on Java streams. So just to recollect, we were talking about streams and so we were discussing about the Java streams, and Java streams has been a very favorite topic for a lot of Java developers uh, after JDK 1.8. But now comes the real part here. Some people do figure out the commands by just playing around with the code. And then after figuring out the methods, they don't even go and see the JDK APIs. They start, coding and they do understand what command is needed what. Agreed, agreed, agreed. But what we have to do now here is that we have to figure out. So, in my last episode, we discussed about streams, the Java streams. Let's revisit that. And if you see this, the first important thing we need to understand is stream needs a source. So, what can be a stream source? It could be a array, it could be a collection, it could be an I/O channel, right? So we also saw an example wherein we were trying to make a list of countries here where we said the source is nothing but a list. It's a list of strings. Then what we discussed is that we have a intermediate operation and then we have a terminal operation. We also know that a stream can have a source, it can have zero or more intermediate operations, and it can have a terminal operation. So here we have a list of countries. What are we doing here is that we are making a source of stream here. The stream contains string. And what is that? It contains the list of countries. Then what we do is that we use a mapper to convert from one type to another type. So we are taking these strings all to uppercase, which we call as an intermediate operation. And then we are going to the final operation, that is for each. We also saw an example there, which we are talking about the stream operations. So let us come back to that. So before we go to stream, we are going to take first a very simple Lambda example or a functional interface. And we are using this annotation. We are declaring an interface in Java, and it has a method void say hello. So you remember that uh, we declare a method interface. We do not implement that. So here we are declaring an interface, but we are using that extra annotation, which is known as functional interface. And what we are going to do is we're going to have our usual public static void main, but we are going to make sure that we are going to use this interface. How will you use this interface? You will have on the left hand side an interface that is greeting. And observe on the right hand side what happens is that I'm simply going to pick up a name. Now note the specialty. I'm not declaring a variable as name, right? And whenever we start any Java programs, we say that how to define a type of variable because Java is strongly typed language. So I'm saying just name here and not defined it. And how is this possible? Because of this functional interface where I say name and then I say the arrow symbol and then I say system.out.println hello plus name, right? And then after doing this, I'm going to say, I'm going to call this interface greeting dot say hello and it passes a name, right? And and what happens if I run this program is that I'm expecting the name to be printed, right? So let's try to run this example and see what happens. So it is printing hello Alice. Now, Alice is the name I passed. It took this, but since I am saying that I'm passing the string here hello, which is, in the lambda, I'm passing this. I'm doing a system.println and I'm passing the argument here. It goes here, and that's the way it, prints hello Alice. So this is the very starting of interfaces, which we'll after that we go to streams. So just to summarize, we are having interfaces where we just, declare methods and then we use the annotation add functional interface. Then what we do is we use that interface on the left hand side and the right hand side. Having anything like instead of name, you can say this as anything also. And then you can say system.out.println and then hello plus name. Now what happens is that you have to understand this that whatever command is there here, the control of the code first goes to a if there is no intermediate operation, it goes to the terminal operation. So it goes to terminal operation, and then as soon as this is executed, say hello Alice, the terminal operation is executed, and since name is already available in the pipe, it prints the name. Now let us come to a very simple example where we will try to have the countries example, which I first took in one of the episodes. I did talk about the country list.java and in the country list.java, we declared the countries here, India, United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and then we converted this to an uppercase and first we took the source, list as the source, and then we converted that to a stream and then we did a map. So mapping is, to basically, it's an intermediate operation to convert from one type to another type. Here we are converting just from uppercase to lowercase to uppercase. Now, what if I add country law list dot add, I add United States twice or Canada twice. How do I avoid this? Now, when we say the stream dot, if I want to remove the duplicates here, I can simply say stream dot distinct, D-I-S, distinct dot map. And what are you expecting here? I'm expecting that Canada should become only once. Should we try this? Let's see. So we added just another intermediate operation to make this work. Would it work? Let's try and see. So you can see very clearly that Canada is coming only once in spite of I gave repetition. The reason is I'm taking all unique values. The moment I say distinct, it is going to take unique values. If any repetition is there or if any duplication is there, it's going to remove that duplication. So that is the intent of my this episode I had uh, of starting introducing another intermediate operation distinct in streams. Uh, if you like this video, hit the like button or subscribe my channel. And I would be very happy to take any feedback. For now, happy Java coding. Thank you all. Bye.